By the time this comes out, I'll have been done with school for about a month. But for the first time in my life, there is no summer break. By the time this comes out, I'll have been a graduate for about a month. The closing of a 14-year chapter of mental, emotional, and even at times physical torment. But with that said, it's the beginning of infinite more. This is one of the largest checkpoints in my life. Maybe that's why things feel so strange again. It reminds me of a saying. A quote that roughly translates through Google to, "Longing seems to me to be the only truly honest quality of humankind." The word Sehnsucht is defined as a strong sense of yearning or longing. I've had a very strong sense of Sehnsucht recently, so I'm sure some people's shock since I finished school. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely hated school, and I absolutely love being free, but that's just it. I have true freedom now, but nowhere to go with it. I want to explore, learn things that only life can teach. Similar to a character of mine. I like to put myself into each character I make in one way or another. Cadence is a character who doesn't know what her life means. She was created, not birthed. A clone of another with the sole purpose to kill the original. But she later learned that wasn't who she was. In fact, she doesn't know who she is. So she explores. A nomad learning about herself and the world. Trying to understand what it is that makes Cadence, Cadence. I'm not sure what will happen on her journey. It will remain a mystery until I reach that point myself. For now, Cadence is. For now, that is enough. But I do know how her journey will end. To me, endings are the most important part of anything. Be it a movie, episode, scene, song, story, chapter, whatever. I love good endings. To me, the best and most important endings are those for a character. Each one of Shinji's endings, each of Goku's endings, Logan's ending, just to name a few. I try to think of what the endings of my own characters will be. Gozen's and Idina's especially. I need theirs to be perfect. Notably Idina's. Let's go back to Cadence. Her journey will end like most, in death. How specifically, I don't know yet. But what I do know is what her last words will be. And it is because of her final 4 words that I already know her ending will be one of my favorites. The thing that makes them so special is how one can interpret them. I give my characters many rules. Gozen must always wear a sleeve on his left arm, Cheesy must always have good-looking legs, and Cadence's rule: I must never speak her last words. To me, the magic in them is the interpretation. Because half the magic of art is your interpretation of it. Show, don't tell, as it were. Like the Super Spirit Bomb against Kid Buu. One of the reasons that is my favorite moment in the entire franchise, and maybe all of fiction, is that Goku can't do it alone. He needed help from the entire planet, everyone, coming together to defeat the then ultimate evil. They never tell you Goku can't do it alone, but rather show you. That's also part of the magic behind music. The interpretation of the artist as well as the consumer. As of writing this, I don't remember what Sanho's interpretation of his song Vessel Avenue is, but to me, it is a song that invokes every possible emotion at once in the form of sound. I can listen to it no matter my mood, and it will make me feel better than before I do. So, after all this build-up, I'm sure you're really curious as to what Cadence's final words are. And though this is mostly in audio format, I still refuse to break my rule, even if I have my own interpretation of them. So for this, you will have to look at the video if you haven't been. Ready? There's something so powerful to me about those 4 simple words. They can mean so many different things. It purely depends on how you interpret them. Much like perspectives in life. I think you know by now that I've been obsessed with the question of life for some time now. What all its answers could be and what they could mean. I believe that I've been doing a good job at finding those answers with the limitations I've had. But now that I have true freedom, I can have so many more opportunities to find so many more answers. That prospect makes me so excited. It makes me consider learning to drive just to gain even more freedom. It makes me strive for a means of funds harder to gain even more freedom. I want to travel the lands and see what answers they have to offer, to meet new people and see what wisdom they can provide, to truly experience this allurious and terrifying wonder that is life. But first, I must breathe. Sit back and reflect on all I've gone through. Live in this moment, for I'll never live it again. Say farewell to my once homes. Relive what they had to offer and give my thanks. Even if it wasn't all perfect, I thank those things too. If not for them, I would not be me. For all that I hate, I will love 3 times more. Love the people around me, love the places I've been, love the things that surround me. For love is one of the infinite answers. I see the limited everything and embrace what it provides. I'll continue to form and reshape perspectives. I will challenge whatever downs come my way so that I may rise along the ups in glorious fashion. I will discover the answers. I will journey the endless adventure. I will write the dictionary of life. Care to join?